Well, folks, so recently, James O'Keefe broke the story that a vice president admitted the truth about the racism behind Disney's hiring practices. And that was just part one. I'm going to cover all the tapes that he releases here, give you guys the skinny on it. And so, yeah, here's part two of it all. Breaking: Walt Disney's Television's Director of Production and Finance, Saurabh Dave Macker, reveals Disney won't hire anyone who's not white or not Jewish for C-suite roles, confirming discriminatory hiring practices detailed in OMG's The Disney Tapes Part 2. Macker, who tracks diversity in annual reports, reveals that the reports tell us the diverse cast of members that are in there, and that he has witnessed the number count going up. He says prioritizing LGBTQ stories for children, stating, "We insert diversity when it's not really organic to the story," admitting shows have flopped because the audience didn't connect to forced diversity. Wow, it's like we've been telling you all the truth all along. He calls Disney CEO Bob Iger corrupt, saying he just wants to stay in power. He proceeds to criticize Elon Musk, calling him a narcissist, driven by attention, yet agrees with Musk's call for Iger's firing. So yeah, stay tuned for the tapes. So let's see what this video has to say. I got the volume up for y'all, so let's hear it.
So you think that they wouldn't hire a C-suite who's not white or not Jewish?
And even no. There's also like glass ceiling crap. I feel like it's not, there's a glass ceiling. It's not like you reached it. You're not going to see a CFO I guess, for lack of a word, white non-Jewish.
Unless you are a white Jewish man, well, you're likely never going to see Disney's C-suite.
She was like Asian, Hispanic.
Asian,
Hispanic, mixed. She just left Disney like a month ago. She left because she didn't really have, she's a woman. She didn't have either of us in her corner.
okay.
And she quit saying that she just was like, I just don't feel right. So I feel, and that being said, that the department heads are two Jewish men. It's not that I have anything against this man, just saying that she, being of color, felt bad and she quit. Because she just said, I can't seem to like him.
The very well qualified Haitian Hispanic woman who had rapidly worked her way up the Disney ladder left the company, acknowledging that she likely had no future there, oddly enough, because she wasn't white, Jewish, or man enough.
So maybe there's this juxtaposition between corporations, especially in entertainment, that say, you know, we want diversity and all these things, but then in reality,
it's a number. Like, you know, like I've done the reports and the most reason they make us do every year, saying, okay, like look at the shows, tell us the divorce.
This is insane. This is absolutely insane, folks. I mean, they're openly admitting that there's also the white bit that's going on there too. But the fact that it's like, if you're not white or Jewish, you're not going to see the C-suites. This is, wow, folks, this is just fucked up. Let's continue.
Cast, all crew members are in there. So the same number can't go up. I'm like, yes, it's gone up, but I feel like that's like a forced metric.
Does every department have diversity spreadsheets? I'm seeing a pattern here. And that is from Disney's hiring practices.
what about like the LGBTQ? I want to see them do it more in like the kids shows.
I agree. Yeah. It's the way the world is. You can't like pretend it doesn't exist, right?
Yeah.
And so like, oh, we're just going to show like one section of society, that's all the world is. The world is like full of everybody.
Right.
And that should be on screen.
So, Disney's philosophy is that you're never too young to learn about the LGBTQ agenda.
Do you think Bob Iger is corrupt?
Now, yes. Now he just wants to stay in power.
He, like many, believe Bob Iger is corrupt. And if you look at the recent filings of Disney shareholder Nelson Peltz, it seems others carry the same sentiment. Last week on the Disney Tapes, we met Mike Giordano, an attorney and senior vice president at the Walt Disney Company, who made it very clear that Disney promotes blatant discriminatory hiring practices. So much so that he actually expects lawsuits against Disney.
It kind of feels like we're, at some point there's going to be a lawsuit. That's kind of how it feels, just because of,
On this episode, our second installment of the Disney Tapes, we're going to delve even further into Disney's systematic discriminatory hiring practices to see just how far they will go to pander in the name of diversity, not only in hiring, but even how they aggressively push race, gender, and LGBTQ programming at children, young children. And in an odd twist, one production executive claims that Disney CEO Bob Iger is corrupt, and that Disney's discriminatory DEI hiring will only get you so far up the Disney corporate ladder. But if you wanted to get the top job in Disney's C-suite, you better be a white Jewish man.
Yeah. This is nuts, folks. I mean, I will leave a link for this video, the source of this, in the description below. But holy crap. Apparently that this video is showing that people, or that Disney is rather racist. They're extremely agenda driven. They don't care about, they've already admitted they don't care about losing money in order to push the agenda. They just want to push the agenda to poison your children and poison the minds of them and teach them things out of the proper context of which you yourself should be responsible for teaching your kids about. But anyway, folks, that's the first bit of the Disney Tapes Part 2. Definitely check it out. I do believe James O'Keefe has a YouTube channel that he's releasing this all on. I think it is important that this man be protected at all cost. We all saw what happened when he was ousted from Project Veritas. But yeah, definitely keep your eyes out for this, folks, because Disney is seriously corrupt, evil, and I don't say that lightly. They are evil. Like Wayland Yutani evil, if you have seen the Alien movies. But anyway, folks, that is going to be the video. You all know the drill. Like, comment, subscribe, share, all that jazz. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. What do you think of this new tape from James O'Keefe? Disney Tapes Part 3, they're coming out, and I will cover those for you all as well. Anyway, folks, thank you so much for tuning in. This has been Orange Chat. Y'all have a wonderful day. Stay humble.